I'm live. Hello, everyone. April from Cloth Diapers for Beginners. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a very kind of last minute, but really cool chat today. We have someone from Charlie Banana Cloth Diapers, Nico. She's been here before. She's so generous with her time, and Charlie Banana is just so generous in general to the community. So I'm really excited for that. I'm still waiting for her because I kind of jumped on a little bit early, but I wanted to get on and say hello to everyone and explain what's going on. So if you tuned in before, I had the two big boxes of stuff, the Charlie Banana new collection. And as I was going through, I had a lot of questions. You all had a lot of questions. So definitely wanted to try and grab someone from Charlie Banana, and what better person than Nico, who is into product development there, to come in and answer some of our questions. So that is today. So very exciting. Today is a super exciting day in general. I don't know if you have noticed, but for those of you Amazon people, today is also Prime Day. I should note that Charlie Banana is actually having probably the biggest sale on their Amazon storefront and on their website. I have the details right here. So Charlie Banana is having their Prime Day sale from July 11th and 12th, obviously the Prime Days. 25% off everything in their catalog. That's bonkers. So 25% off all Charlie Banana, including, of course, their new prints, their new collection. And that's available at Amazon and Amazon.com and charliebanana.com. So that's the US site. If you go through Charlie Banana, obviously you get their loyalty points and yada, yada, yada. I also, if you watch till the end, have a special little perk for if you're shopping on their website as well. So make sure to watch until the end. If you're on the replay crew, it'll be there as well and good for a few days. So don't worry about that. Keep watching till the end. But yeah, so that will be on top of the crazy Prime Day sales. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Sneak peek. I pushed the wrong button, so you got a little bit of a sneak peek there. But wait till the end. I'll put it up and you'll be able to see everything. I just want to pop over into the chat. Oh, someone's saying, I am here. Can you invite me in? That's Nico. Okay. Let's see if I can invite her in. Nico, if you're watching, I did send you a link through email. So that's how we normally get in. But I'm going to send it to you again by email just so it's at the top of your inbox. I don't want to post it publicly in the chat because then everyone can join the stream. Here, not. Let's go, Nico. There we go. Link. There we go. So let's get her in here because she's the attraction. She has all the answers that we've been looking for. So let's get Nico into the chat. In the meantime, let me go back in here. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Technology, isn't it awesome? And also this was very kind of last minute impromptu, but we're doing it. So while we're waiting, if anybody has any questions, you can post them now while we're waiting, or you can also post them at the end. And that's questions for me, questions for Charlie Banana on anything, just ask your questions. That's totally fine. We have an hour blocked off. So whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. All right, let me just see that I'm not missing her here. I think we're good. All right. Oh, there she is. Hello. Hello.
Yay. I found you.
You found us. Sorry for the confusion. I know it was super last minute.
I found you.
You found us. How are you? Confusion. I know it was super last minute. Oh, I think we're on a delay.
How do I do this?
I think we're on a delay.
Let me try and mute myself. Okay, now you probably can't hear me, can you?
I can hear you. Yeah.
You can?
Yeah. Everybody, let us know if you can hear us both in the chat, or if you just see talking heads. Everybody, let us know if you can hear us both in the chat, or if you just see talking heads. I do hear myself playing back though.
I know, but if I'm mute, then I can't hear you. So that's a little.
Interesting. Sorry. Oh, hang on a second.
If I do this, then we echo, right? Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No delay?
No delay.
A little bit. That's okay.
I can hear you. No delay. All right. Well, you've been here before answering all of our questions. You've been so generous with your time. For those of us who haven't seen you before, did you want to introduce yourself again a little bit?
So yeah, hey, for people that haven't seen me before, my name is Nicolette Vanderklauw. I'm a product designer and a product researcher at. Hold on, I need to do something. Hold on, this doesn't work.
No worries.
Let me see. Dang it. It's like I'm playing myself in the background here, but I can't figure out how. Oh, look, she's just make myself bigger. But see, it's like I'm playing myself back somewhere.
It's all good. Technology.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and ignore the delay here, and or is it really irritating? Probably, right?
I don't know how to fix it.
Hold on, let's try this. Okay, maybe now.
Looks good.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but then now I can hear you, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna try this way. Hi, I'm Nico Vanderklauw. I'm a scientist and product designer and researcher at Charlie Banana, and I love to talk about cloth diapers. My kids have well graduated from that area, although I have an incontinent special needs kids that still wear some of our products too. But I do a lot of research on different cloth diaper brands, on different cloth diaper materials, and I'm here with my team to always make things better and improve our products as we go. So yeah, we're super excited about our new collection. And you can see a little bit behind me and also a little behind April, some of the new products that we've brought that just launched on our website and on some of our partner websites just in the US. So I'm going to tell you all about it.
Fantastic. So were you part of the team bringing it all to fruition?
Absolutely. I was part of the team, a driving force behind that, but I have a team of people that sits all across the world, in Hong Kong, in in China, in India, in the US, in Germany, and we all work together to get you the best materials and the best products out there to provide products that that are reusable, either for diapering, for swimming, for training, and other jobs that you need done in this world.
That's really cool. It's kind of like from all over the world into this one little product that's for your baby's bottom of all things. That's very cool. Well, I mean, I'm going to let you talk about all the things, but I mean, the first big change that we all saw was the packaging. Did you want to talk about that, or?
Yeah, we'll start there. I mean, pretty much every product in our collection has had something improved on it, but a lot of it will be kind of difficult to notice because a lot of them are just material improvements. But we kept, the secrets and the special things that make Charlie Banana one of the better products out there on the market. It's so special. We kept those intact. But let's start. Well, since we talked a little bit about unboxing, so our packaging has completely changed. We have a new branding that shows a little bit more of what we are, which is Charlie Banana. You'll see some bananas and some yellowness coming through there. But also, it's all paper. It's made from the forestry. I should say that's it, right? From the FSC certified packaging, and you can recycle all of this. If you might remember, our previous packaging had quite a bit of plastic windows in them. but by now you can see what's inside with a little sticker. And it, you know, talks about all the other things that you need to know on the box. But yeah, simple cardboard, better for the environment when we ship it to you. So that's one of the things we changed.
That's awesome.
So then when
We're
you
all
open this beautiful box, and I picked one of my favorite new prints, you'll see that we have a lot of new prints in the collection. We also kept quite a few of your favorites in there, because we know everybody has their favorite prints. And if your favorite print is no longer on our website, I apologize. You might still find it here and there on a, you know, on a sale from our previous collection. Yeah, we can't keep every single print in there. So
that's how you get the big resale value, right?
Go ahead.
That's how you get the big resale value later on.
Well, you know, we all know that we love our prints, right? I mean, if I ask the question to anybody in the audience, what do we need to do more of? What do we need to do better? I always get more prints, new prints, cute prints. So guess what? That's what we did. This one is called Aviator. It's a kind of a, you know, I guess meant for mostly for boys, but it's a really we try to make most of our prints as unisex as possible. So you can use them for anybody, but it has little airplanes and clouds on it. So I like that a lot. The things that haven't changed is obviously the softness of the materials. We upgraded all the materials because materials get renewed and get, you know, improved with respect to either absorbency or durability. So we always, you know, go to the latest and the greatest. We continue to provide a one-size diaper, and I will move my camera a little bit to behind me. Oh, this way, this way. Okay. Oh, what a lot of people don't understand is that our diaper grows with your baby. So from, you know, you can set it to the elastic to very, very small. So the hoop is super small, and you can overlap the fasteners as well. So you can, this is for tiny, tiny baby. But then when you set the same exact diaper to different snap settings, and you can not only make it wider at the circumference, but you also make it longer, and you make a bigger hoop for the legs. And then you can go even larger to like a quite sizable hoop and a quite sizable circumference. And that's all the same diaper, right? But rather than having the snap risers on the front that a lot of other brands have, we have this adjustable elastic in there. It's like a little magic trick, but a lot of people forget about this. So this time we put a little reminder on our diapers to say, like, don't forget to adjust this strap, because your kid might have tiny little legs. It comes set in the middle, but your kid might have, you know, skinny legs or maybe chubby legs. And so making a nice seal around the leg that prevents leaks, but is not so tight that it makes marks, that's actually what makes our diaper so special. And then we continue to have this beautiful big wide elastic in the back for a nice, you know, fit around the back waist. And of course, the materials continue to be super soft. And then the waist circumference you adjust with these 2 double rows of snaps.
Nice. Yeah, that leg fit is so important for preventing leaks. That's like the #1 spot where you're going to get leaks. So it's really neat that you have the completely different adjustment that's, you know, more adjustable in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it is the first time you do it, it's a little bit tricky, but to be honest, you don't have to do it very often. You just need to find the right fit. You wash them. You don't have to reopen it or reset it. You just set it once, and when your baby obviously grows or changes in size, then you'd have to redo it again. But it's what makes Charlie Banana special, at least in our, you know, in our brand's mind. And it's a kind of a unique adjustable strap system that not a lot of other people have. So
I have to ask, you mentioned fabrics being some of them are a little bit more absorbent, or is there an absorbency change in the all-in-one, or are they just the same, which is still good, but just curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to show over a video, but it is just super, super soft, and it stays really soft too with washing. We do, of course, as you know, the R&D person, we do a lot of work to wash and make sure that everything stays in good condition. The materials that we choose, like I said, have all been upgraded. They're also all Oeko-Tex Standard 100 certified, which Oeko-Tex is an independent institute that tests all sorts of textile materials through quite a rigorous testing, and particularly if you're testing for baby materials, it's the rigorous type of testing that they do. And all our, not just our diapers, but our entire collection, all the materials and all the finished products are certified by the Standard 100 committee, and that's on there as well.
That's something not a lot of people think about, I think, but when you're getting into cloth diapers, you're like, oh, cloth diapers are already eco-friendly, so I don't really have to do much. But when you start getting in a little bit deeper, all those certifications and proper sourcing of materials is so important if you really want to be safe for baby to a certain extent, and also eco-friendly for sure.
Yeah, it's just one less thing to worry about, right? And you'll see that certification on a lot of higher quality products, baby products in the store. So always look for that anyway. It would be my advice. Still, when you get your product that's beautiful as it is, make sure you always wash it. That's true for your baby clothes as well. Before you use it on your baby. Behind me, you see some more other prints. I didn't pick them all. Go to the website to find your new favorite print. Remember, Prime Day coming up is today, right? Yeah, 25% off. So today is a good day, but there's other pretty good deals on the new collection anyway. But some of my other favorite ones are this one, which is called Sweet Dreams. It's got little sleepy.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Sleepy sheep on there. I like this one, which is called Colibri. It's got cute little birds on it. This one is called Sealy. I also like. Anyway, there's plenty to choose from. Whatever takes your fancy, from more unisex ones to kind of girly ones, kind of boy ones, whatever And of course, we continue to just sell our favorite pastel prints, pastel solid colors without any prints, if that's what you prefer. Okay, nice. Other things that we have changed. So this is not really a change. Just want to remind you that each diaper comes with with our most absorbent insert, which is 4 layers of terry on the bottom part, and then the same soft fleece that is inside the diaper is also on the top part, and that's partly because that stays a little bit drier, so that you can stuff it in a pocket. But if you prefer to put your insert not in the pocket, but just lay it on top so you can easier swap it out, particularly if it's only maybe a wet one, it's not a soiled one, and then you can reuse that outer a bit more often, please do so. And then, but we do sell also the smaller version of the two as a refill. Well, we sell these as a refill too, and those as refills as well. So there's a smaller version. So particularly if you're using the diaper in the very, very small setting, I mean, your baby's maybe still just 3 to 6 months old, then the big insert that this comes for is more than what you need, but also it's maybe a little bit bulky. So you might want to consider buying a few of these boosters that fit into the smaller diaper setting, or you can use them as kind of a night one to add to your other one in the pocket, one on top, or you can stuff both of them in the pocket if you prefer it that way. But that gives you an extra sort of nighttime boost as well. We sell both of those with a fleece top, but also with a more natural hemp cotton material on the top if you prefer that.
I really like the smaller inserts. I feel like you get, if you buy them when you first start cloth diapering, I feel like you can use them all throughout. You use them in the newborn stage as boosters, and then even like in potty training pants, if you know they're going to take a nap or whatever, you can put one in there. I find them so useful for the whole stretch, personally.
Yeah, typically when you're starting out, we recommend to add a couple extra inserts, just because the inserts take longer to dry. than the outer. So, the nice thing about a pocket diaper is that you can separate those inserts from the shell. And so even if those take a little bit longer to dry, your diapers are ready to go. If you have a couple extra on hand, then that makes the whole routine a little bit easier. And again, if you just like to swap just the inserts out because you laid them on the top and so the lining doesn't get soiled, then that's also a good way to do it. And then some people combine the reusable inserts with a disposable one, and we made some changes to that too. Our disposable inserts are quite popular. Yeah, she's showing them there. Again, if you haven't used them before, or maybe if you have, it's probably not even going to notice too many changes. But it's still made with a this is a disposable material, but it's made from the top and the bottom layer are made with cotton fibers. They used to be made with bamboo rayon. They're now made with cotton fiber, 100% cotton. Nice. And then the core just has certified pulp, and then a small amount of super absorbent polymers is in there, nicely sandwiched between all these layers so they don't touch the baby's skin. But there's a little bit, it has a little bit better absorbent capacity than our previous version of our inserts did. So people like to use these on the go, or sometimes to boost for the night, they might use a reusable in the pocket and this on top, so they have a little bit more capacity for those, those long nights when the baby pees 3-4 times maybe. So yeah, try those out. They're super soft, and yeah.
We had some questions about those because I was trying to. It's hard, as you said, to do it on camera, but because there's no sticky stuff on the back, which is great because it won't mess up the fabric. But people were asking if it was going to slide all in place, and it was kind of hard to show them. But I'm sure you've done a bunch of testing on how they stay in place and all of that, so maybe you can answer that question.
Yeah, so the putting these reusable ones in the pocket keeps them in place the best. But even when you put them lie them on the top, there is a little bit, this layer kind of stays quite okay in place. It can shift and bunch a little bit more, and these really always go on the top, not in the pocket. And we don't do anything special to make them stay in place, but they're long enough to kind of just stay right there. And then the other thing that people like to use are the liners that go inside the diaper, just so that you can get rid of the solids a little bit easier. We are one of the few brands that offer those in a sort of a single-handed pull packet. A lot of them come on a roll, which is fine. It can be a little bit of a hassle when you're in the middle of a dirty change and you're trying to pull one off. So
you drop it and it goes off to the
exactly. So we stuck with this little easy dispense box, but this material is basically the same material as the top layer of the disposable insert, and it's again 100% cotton fiber, but it's disposable. We ask you not to flush it though, because this is not made to be flushable. It does go in the trash. Don't want to get issues with blocking up your toilet or your septic tank. Those are not nice. Okay. What other questions do you have, April?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I know there's been a lot of interest in your swim diapers. Have you made improvements to those as well?
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm glad you have a package there, because I actually took mine out of the package, and you're showing one of my favorite prints, which is these whales. Swim diapers are different because they come in 4 sizes. Okay, they're not one size fits all. So find the right size. But we did change the sizing quite a bit compared to what we sold previously. We got a lot of comments that particularly our larger sizes really were a little too tight for what we said they would fit. So we made the rise a little bit higher and the fit a little bit wider. So now, and we've tried it on lots and lots of babies. So now what it says on the pack should really be the right size. What we also did, the product was always lined with a super soft, fast drying material, so that that when you have this diaper on your baby, it dries quickly. It doesn't stay like super wet, But now that lining is 100% plant-derived tencel, and tencel is a material that's a lyocell material that's plant-based, that is certified grown in a sustainable manner. So again, one extra little, bonus, and you'll see that you'll get it with a little tencel certificate that material is certified tencel material. So it's super soft. Again, we can't demonstrate, but it is really, really nice. And swim comes in 2 versions. And we've asked consumers this. Half of you love drawstrings, half of you love snaps. So we offer both. So the drawstring is really meant to make a nice tight seal around the waist. There is elastic in there too anyway, but you can adjust it a little bit with this drawstring, because, in the end of the day, this is kind of a poop catcher, right? That's what it's for. This lining is soft and has a little bit of absorbent capacity for your little dribble here and there, but it's not really meant to soak up a lot of pee. So when you go to the pool or to the beach, don't put it on so early, and because it's not gonna catch a good gush. If you do want to put it on early, some people just put a little insert in and then take that out when they get to the pool. Or just put it on a little bit later. But very popular. And then for people that like snaps, to open the sides, because the opening on the sides makes it easier to take it off. You can still pull it on like a little pant, so kids can help as well. But this makes the changing for some people easier. Okay.
Nice.
So so we changed the lining material, we changed the sizing. So hopefully, and it's and the prints as well. So hopefully you can find a nice one. And again, this is the swim season. You can use them for the swim schools as well.
Most pool, like public pools, will make you wear a swim diaper, and a lot of them are switching from disposable to you have to have a cloth one. That's something I've noticed in the group. A lot of people saying
more and more swim
cloth.
schools are requiring a reusable swim diaper, or sometimes both, which I don't really get that, but but yeah, I mean, I think it's great to have a bunch of these on hand, particularly if you're into swimming a lot or you're in swim school. Then the training pant, for those of you who don't know, the sizing of those is skewed a little bit larger, but it's very similar idea, except that we only offer it with this in the snap version. So but the difference there is that the lining is made of cotton, and there is padding inside, and we improve the padding so that it can absorb a larger amount of accidents in the case of potty training. And the cotton is there because that helps for the kids to kind of feel that they're wet, which is an important signal as you're potty training. If you find that the absorbency is not enough, we don't want to make it so bulky that they can't wear it under their clothes, right? But if there's maybe not quite at the full potty training stage and having maybe a little bit too many accidents, you can always add a reusable insert on top. But yeah, it's meant for them to be able to pull off and off themselves, to absorb, at least one gush of pee. And then if a bad accident happened, then you can still open the sides and take it off in a way that's not too disturbing. Or messy, I should say.
I find even with an insert, it's still that, pulling it up, pulling it down. I'm wearing big kid pants. That is what hits at home.
Exactly. For the rest, I mean, we kept other things in the collection, like our little extra small diaper. If even the diaper, the very smallest setting and overlapping is still on the bulky side, maybe for tiny babies, I would say the 5 to 8 pound babes, then this one is really, fits the best, but you cannot use it very long. So, but you can always pass it on to the next person or to your next baby or to the neighbors or whatever. We also kept our reusable wipes in the collection. So those are great for, just either dry or wetted with a little bit of water or whatever your special lotion is that you sometimes make to wipe. You just toss them in the laundry with your diapers, and off you go. They're also good for burping, for faces, for whatever, because they're nice and flexible, and they're just organic cotton. So great material. And then of course we have a set of our accessories. We kept the change mat, the wet bag that has the handle that you can kind of put 2 or 3, maybe 4 diapers on the go in. You can hang them on your stroller, as well as our big laundry bag, which people love because they have the elastic at the top that you can just fold around your diaper pail or your genie, or you can hang it on a doorknob, and then it has a zipper on the side, so you can just throw everything in the laundry and throw the bag in with it, and done you are, without having to kind of go fishing into the bag, which is not too pleasant. What did I forget, April? Are you reading comments? My phone has died. My phone on the side is not giving me anything.
We do have some questions coming in. Did you want to go to questions and
Sure.
Maybe it'll spark something?
Sure.
All right. So the first one, not a very new product-y focused one, but how many pre-washes do you recommend, I guess, for your one-size diaper?
It's a good question. So we do know that particularly the absorbent material, so that's particularly the insert, takes a little while for it to get to its maximum absorbent capacity. I've seen some Facebook posts and some experienced people on your platform sometimes wash like 4 or 5 times. I think that's probably overkill. I think a couple of washes for sure. Like I said, wash everything that you buy for your baby. Any textiles, really. You don't know where they've been and how long they've been on a shelf, right? So, so wash them anyway. The inserts you may want to wash a couple more times. You don't need to put detergent in. You can just throw them in with your load you're already doing, so you're not really causing extra washing and energy use. I think I would say for an insert 3 times really should be enough. What we see in our technical testing is like the absorbency improves and then it just stabilizes after that.
Since you've tested it, it's good to talk to someone who's been on the ground testing. Do you find a difference between the fleece and the natural fibers, the hemp and so on?
There are obviously differences. I mean, we try to provide, for us, the absorbency really comes from our terry layers on the bottom. So in our case, the fleece and the hemp versions, really the top layer is that goes against the skin is what's different. But the absorbent layers are the same. So from an absorbent capacity point of view, they're actually quite similar. But there are, the absorbent capacity of any insert, if you compare them to anything on the market, really depends on a lot of things. It depends on the materials. It depends on whether it's how it's knitted. Does it have loops, or does it have more like a jersey structure? And sometimes the loops are bigger or smaller, or on one side or on both sides. So I do a lot of this testing. Charlie Banana inserts are among the better capacity ones. You can of course buy more value type brands, but you will find that their absorbency is not going to be as good, and they typically might only have 2 or maybe 3 terry layers. If you're using an all cotton pre-folds or inserts or flats or things like that, they're typically a lot of layers because it's cotton is thinner, and to achieve the same amount of capacity, you need a lot more layers. So sometimes you see like 9 or sometimes even 12 layers in there. Particularly if you think 3 layers and then you fold it 3 times, right? Then you have 9 layers of cotton. So it's pretty simple to test some of these things out. You just take we test usually a size 4 baby, so 18 to 24-month-old baby will pee about 75 milliliters. And I don't know what that is in cups, sorry. But you can even take like a little sippy cup or something and throw it in just a bucket, and then soak it in and lift it out. You'll see that some of your some of your inserts will hold all that, and some will just leak it right through. So
that's a really good test that people can do at home.
Our
Actually,
hemp and cotton ones, the capacities, the hemp and fleece ones are very similar because they have similar number of terry layers, but that doesn't mean that it's the same for other brands. So ours absorb about what we call 3 gushes, so three P's. So one insert really should be enough for a night. I know a lot of people are scared to use cloth diapers in the night because it can leak sometimes. But if you do a good job in getting the settings on the leg and on the waist right, and you use maybe a booster in addition to that, so that you can then you should be in good shape. So ours, I will have to look up the exact number, but it's over 3 gushes, so over 225 milliliters.
And that's on a size 4 disposable diaper ish.
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's a night load of a size 4 baby. Yes.
Interesting. Very cool. As long as we're talking about fabrics, we had another question. Why did you switch from bamboo to cotton?
It's a good question. I mean, bamboo, particularly for reusable bamboo fibers, of course, are a lot of people really like those. They have good absorbent capacity as well. In a disposable bamboo fibers, you do need to do quite a lot of chemical processing to extract bamboo. You can go read on it on the internet, but the process to extract bamboo fibers is really not very nice. It involves a lot of solvents, a lot of not so nice chemicals. So cotton, everybody knows that cotton is a good natural material and is a good absorbent natural material as well. So we decided that was a good alternative for the bamboo rayon viscose that the previous inserts were made of. But there's nothing wrong with the ones that are there, and if you have plenty of those at home, then continue to use them. They're a little bit shiny. They will look a little shinier too. And the new ones will look a little bit whiter. But for the rest, it's 2 materials. Don't make much difference for the rest.
I feel like you might be you're the only one I'm aware of, anyhow. The only disposable liner that's made from cotton instead of bamboo.
I think most of them you will find are either just like more like a polyester type of non-woven or a bamboo viscose non-woven. I haven't looked at all of them, but we may be one of the first ones to have a 100% cotton fiber made disposable in liner.
Following the same line.
The line is compostable. So we don't put on the box that they're compostable, because whether they're compostable or not probably depends on whether you have access to a place to compost them. Biggest issue with saying that you can compost something is that these liners or the inserts might contain a fecal matter, and fecal matter in your compost heap can be dangerous, right? So so you'll see some people that will claim that their liners or their inserts are compostable, will say only do it with the ones that contain urine. Well, I find it a little bit like I'd rather not put it on the box that it's compostable if there is a chance that somebody might put ones with fecal matter in their compost. So that's why we don't really recommend to do that. But it is 100% cotton material. Draw your conclusion.
Take that and use it how you will. Understandable. Well, that's all the questions we have from the chat, unless anybody else has anything else they can think of. Gosh, you've answered so much already. I'm trying to
Well, and
think what
also
else.
if there's questions later, they can always post them to you, and you can ask me, or you can ask questions on the Charlie Banana website as well. Again, don't forget Prime Day, not just Charlie Banana, but a lot of other things are on sale too. But Charlie Banana 25% off is an awesome deal to go and check out. It's today and tomorrow. 25% off. It's a great way to try and see what's new and get yourself some fresh new prints, because who doesn't want to have fresh new prints, right?
Yes.
And yes, please feel free to contact me or April with questions. We'd be happy to answer them for you if we can.
And since everyone's been watching so long, you guys are just, I can't say thank you enough for how amazing you guys have been and how generous with the community. I have another freebie for you. If you spend over $50 or more, and that's, it includes the sale discount already, they will send you a box of the disposable liners that we were talking about. So you get to try the cotton ones. So that's pretty cool. And that's with the code Prime Liner, but that's on their website only, not on Amazon. So
makes your cleanup easier.
There you go. So thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for your time yet again coming back. The new collection is so exciting, hearing about all the improvements and new fabrics. And it seems like they're so much more eco-friendly. And was that the goal while you were redesigning? Was it to up the eco-friendliness, or was it just you're always doing improvements? Or
yeah, we work hard to make everything, as good as we can without charging an astronomical amount for it, right? So we're super proud of our new collection. We've had lots of good reviews from people that have tried it out or looked at it. So yeah, go ahead and check it out, or put it on your wish list or on your registration. Thanks for having me on your live.
Yes, well, hearing you speak about it, I can definitely tell there's a lot of work that goes into it. So thank you for that, and thank you for everything. And I'll just check one more time. I think we're good for questions, so we'll let you get back to your testing and inventing. And
all right, we'll talk to you probably next time then.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nico. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.